to action. Insights alone won't move the needle, action does. Epiphany to action is the podcast for executives, entrepreneurs, and decision makers who don't just want to think about change, but let it.
Hi, beloveds, from survival mode to sacred leadership. Hustling isn't healing, leading isn't proving yourself. Welcome to a new episode, Radiant One. I'm glad you're here with me on this new episode of From Epiphany to Action. Now, I'm your host, Aishel. You know me already. We have opened the door to a new space. Last week, I announced that we are having the platform right now and we are building one made for empathic women, especially those rich in melanin. But every woman who have been through the fire of life, toxic relationships, of whatever of situation you have been, and you are now done with simply surviving. Okay, you are ready to live now. So today's episode is your reminder, is you is just, aiming. I'm aiming for you to stand your ground, to get into your power. You're not just rebuilding a business. You are not just rebuilding life. You are reclaiming your sacred leadership. You are born to be in leadership. And now you've got to walk through it. You did it already. You survive in the situations you have been through. Hey, just give yourself, a hug for what you have done and what you keep doing. So we are moving into it. Yes, you're efficient. You are strong. You are a type that, a kind of people, of person, a woman who get things done. But you have been to shit. I mean, we can't say that it's not. The fire burnt you, you know? But what it cost you is a lot of energy. You are very intensively busy surviving. Your joy was put on pause, break for a while. Sprinting your way forward wasn't possible because you were tired. So let me ask you, what taught you what taught you during your suffering to keep on leading? What was that? Because you had something that pushes you until now. It pushes you forward. What was that? That secret, that deep thing inside of you. We come from generations of women who led from pain and not peace, remember? Who created from urgency a lot of overflow because we didn't have a choice then to do something to solve the problem, whatever it was. But that cycle ends now because it's your birthright to walk in leadership on a lot easier way, in peace, with your nervous system in balance. You didn't came here to be living an exhausted life. You came here to move things forward, to help others, to help the universe, to help the planet, but being happy as well. Okay? So let me share a little story with you. I've been personally spending years proving my worth to others, to my calendar, to, a lot of reasons that I found to prove myself. And I was doing a lot, like, being busy, they say. You were busy. Yes, I was busy. But somewhere spiritually, I felt, yeah, empty. I felt like I'm doing this. It's great. I helping people, but I was feeling empty. I missed something until burnout made me stop. And you know what is crazy? I felt the burnout. I felt that burnout. Yes, I did. But I kept going. Instead of working 7, 8 hours, I went working less hours, but I kept going. I didn't took the time to rest until the body told me now I had to. And that's a few years ago. I went collapsed. I couldn't do anything. My body started falling out. And I just, when I got to the medical officers, they asked me, how did you do it? Because I was that ill. I was too ill to even explain how difficult it was. And I kept going. And one thing I remember I said to them, it's my mind. It's my spirit that kept me going. Even though the moment that they were telling me what was going on, I was so far away from me that it took me 3 weeks to get there to understand what was going on. That I just made it. That's too far. That's too far. That's this attachment with your body and soul somewhere somehow on a deepest level, because I felt the pain, I was exhausted and everything, but my mind told me I had to keep going, and I did until I couldn't any longer. So grinding is okay, but you have to have boundaries. Having that experience, it felt, now I'm telling you again, it felt back then like I was a hero, but not for me. I was in the deepest risk. The people who loved me truly was at that point to lose me, and I wasn't. But today I can tell you it was an experience. It's very useful because now I know my boundaries. Now I know that I have to align with something and someone to do the things that I love. And even though I want to lead, I cannot lead when I'm exhausted and broken. So I had to take my time and understand that leadership is a sacred position. It's a privilege. I mean, like the Most High trusted you and me to be in leadership, to lead that club, that team or that community. We are trusted, divinely trusted with a responsibility that we have to walk it. And we didn't get it because we can't. We did it because we can do it. So when all that kind of wisdom came to me, and still, it made me realize that the position that we have and that we assume sometimes we have to think it through. It's not easy to be an entrepreneur, but that's also a privileged role. So, okay, you are trusted again on high level to be impactful in many lives, maybe 1,000, maybe 10 clients a month. You are responsible to deliver quality, value that change people's life positively. So you're trusted. We are trusted in many roles, as moms, as fathers, as uncles, as friends. These are roles, all responsible roles, because you are influencing other people's lives. You are impacting other people's lives consistently. So knowing that you are in leadership all the time, anytime, you don't even have to think a moment that you're not in leadership, because you are. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You are an employee, you're fulfilling a role, you are important. You are in leadership in that role. You are responsible for the actions you take, for the attitude you put out there. You are responsible. Leadership is not a game. It's a serious thing. And it's on you to understand. If you even are a musician, you are responsible for that role, you know? You are influencing people on a sacred level, energetically. That's life changing. I mean, like deeply life changing. If you're an artist, that's an important role. That's not something to play with. You can break lives and heal lives with the music or with the sound of your voice or with your instrument, whatever you're doing. Every role we have is a role of leadership. It's a responsibility. Okay, so I've done my podcast. This is it for today. Now I'm going to give you 3 pillars of leadership that I want to share with you, because leadership, you don't get it that easy. But when you get into that role, and let me add something to it. Some people think that leadership starts when you're grown up, when you finish your study, finish your university, and so on and so ever. It's not true. Leadership starts the moment you step into this world. You develop it, when you're a teenager, when you are under the 10 years, there's a lot of things happening as well in your life as a child. But when you're a teenager, you start forming your character. And you know what I mean? All the hormones, they're not there for these are important. These hormones are very, very much important, more than we know, more than it's taught at schools nowadays. I mean, like, you know, that's a story for another day. I don't want to talk about the schools. We miss a lot. So that's why I created this media platform as well, to bring the real knowledge to you. And now I'm the only one with a podcast at this time, but I expect more hosts in every area and any language in every category or topic, because the knowledge we have to create it and we have to leave it behind for the future generations. And you know what I mean? Legacy is something we build now. You don't build legacy tomorrow. You start now. So you're listening to this podcast. Know that you're a leader. You have information. You have knowledge. I embrace you if you decide to come on this platform to share your knowledge, but you can share it from your home as well. The only thing I share with you is the possibility to us move together, because, together we help each other and we go, I mean, like, further or sometimes faster, So embrace that possibility. Know that you're a leader and you are the one who can share that knowledge that you have as a leader that you are. So the 3 pillars I want to share with you: regulate before you rise. What I mean with that is no more leadership from adrenaline. Take your time. Create structures, rituals you go back to, things you can create for yourself to stay close to yourself. Name your time, take your time, take your time, take your me time, give natural response to your body. If your body say no, just listen. No is a no. And, 15 minutes power nap is enough to get you going. So remember, leadership is not only grinding, running, and so on and so forth. Leadership is also knowing when to take your rest and when stillness is required for you to be in a safe system with yourself and keep your nervous system at ease as well, because you need that. You need that. And especially when you have been through any kind of abuse, you know what it is. You know what it is to have your nervous system balanced. Okay? So that's the first one: regulate before you rise. So take your time to be at ease with yourself and then move, make your step. Let your body be the holy thing you have. Take care of yourself. Boundaries, as I said before, are sacred. You have to have your boundaries. Don't let any people walk over you, talk ugly to you, disrespectful. When people be disrespectful, I watch, I see, and I just take my conclusion. And I know what I do. Just as you're thinking it, I'm thinking it, I'm taking it too. I walk away in silence. I don't say a thing. I don't lose my energy on people or things that I see it's a waste of time. My time is too valuable. I put my energy in great things where I can change people's lives, value to other people's lives. I don't go in arguing and those kind of things. I step off and I just walk away and I let you there. Do your thing. You want to fight? Do it with your own. I just fight forward, upwards, doing the great things in life. So barriers are a blessing for you, for me as well. That's my experience. And every yes costs you something. Be aware of that. When you say yes, that means you have to invest time giving and delivering the best value of yourself. Don't say yes and you don't mean it. Because there's a lot of you out there who say yes, I'm going hard. No, okay. When you say yes, you have to accomplish. Okay? And when you feel it's no, just say no. It's not impossible. You can reach or whatever. You don't even have to give an explanation. Okay? So yes, say yes only from wholeness. You're not feeling guilty about it. Say yes when it's yes. And let your word be your word. Stand tall behind your word. There is a lot, excuse me, there is a lot of you out there, their words are like wind. That's not leadership. That's something to develop. Okay? So you know what to do. And then the third one that I want to share with you today, lead from embodiment. Lead from wholeness. Don't escape. Do weird things. You don't need courses, trainings, certificates, like validation of all kind of things to be in your leadership. You are already activated to walk the walk that you have to walk, that you know that that you're walking and need to walk already. So go inside of you, find the authentic you, find your power from within. I can help you with that. And trust yourself. Trust the power that's in there, the knowledge that you have. And it's more than you think. Okay? It's rooted in you, it's embodied in you, and it's convincing. It's your self-trust. No, you can joke with that. You can play anybody with that. Because it's your energy, it's your essence, it's your spirit, it's your soul. Is that what you have? It's nothing that's somebody have to come and explain to you. A lot of the things that I've done in my life and I'm still doing, girl, boy, I'm telling you, there is no book that could teach me what I know. I had to go through this myself. And I know you did the same thing. You did it. And you're still doing it. So the knowledge is there. Stop trying to learn. I don't know what you want to learn. Life is teaching you every day anyway. So trust yourself. You are everything you need. You are everything you need. So walk. Stop finding excuse to step out of your leadership. Okay? That's no time. We don't have time for that. That's the past tense. That's old. We don't do that. If you're listening to my podcast, you know that time it's epiphany moments. And on the epiphanies, you take action. You do the things that's right for you. And of course, your environment. But they have to start with you. If you're not in your power, what do you give? What are you giving? Okay? So I leave you with a few questions in this episode. Go sit with it, with all these questions. Okay? Don't run away. Take your time. If it takes weeks, days, hours, do what you want to do. But use them to get to that moment, that epiphany moment, that aha moment, so you can move forward. Okay? The first question I have for you is, where have I been? Leading from surviving instead of spirit. Where have you been? What happened? Were you leading in survival mode or from your spirit? What was the situation? And be real to yourself. Write it down, 2 columns, and split it for yourself. Go do the research inside out. Don't blame anybody. You don't have time to blame. That's old. That's old scripture. You don't blame yourself and you don't blame anybody. You discover things, you learn, you grow, you evolve. That's what we do here. So the second question is, what would sacred leadership feel like if you embody it? When you feel it. Leadership, you stand in your power. You sit in your power. Your skin is leadership. Your skills inside there. Your vessel is covering the leadership because don't forget, you're a spiritual being having a human experience. If you want to know more about that, we do that later. Okay? I have another question for you to go to sit in. Sit with it. What do I want to build that nourishes me first? What do I want to build that nourishes me first? Honestly, this what I'm doing? Sharing in front of the camera, via podcast, vlogs, lives on the streets, and people meet me, talking, is nourishing me first. Because I got happy doing that, I can deliver it to you in all happiness, in all sincerity, authentically. I don't aim to change anything. I don't even think about it. Just like you see me here, or you're listening to me, that's what I am in real life. If you have met me, you know. If you never met me before, you will. That's why you're listening to this podcast. One day on this planet, but this is it. This is the energy. This is the vibe. So this is what I want you to do for you now. Okay? So get in there, sit in this question. Anything. Everybody goes through things. You did the same, especially for you to get your epiphany moments, to take action on that. But sharing is caring, and we do that. We help others. And this podcast is meant to help others invite you to come in. So don't forget, join me, follow me on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify, of course. I'm having TikTok now where I share other things of the creators as well. But the main channels, social channels are LinkedIn, Spotify, and YouTube. And stay in softness, stay in your strength, in your feminine power or in your masculine power. Balance that. Remember, your peace is power. And please, let's hold hands and lead. Let's lead from here in power and with wisdom. Okay? Thank you. And I see you in the next episode. Bye.